Okay, John the Van Guy. This is another fun day on Molly the Morris Miner. Now, today we're doing weather strips. Yeah, weather strips. On the bottom of my doors, I have a load of holes, and there's 10 holes on the bottom. Now, I wondered what actually goes there. And after surfing for many hours, it seems, I found that you need weather strips there. But how do you fix the weather strips? So that's the issue. Okay, so there are the holes, there's 10 of them, and according to the ESM website, they're 4 inches from the base. So if you measure a tape measure going up to there, gives you the 4 inches. Okay, so I found out what I needed eventually, and they do have them on the ESM, East Sussex Motors website. Now here we are. What do you actually get? Okay, this is what I received. And this is the invoice. Door ceiling strip, 4 inches from the base of the door. And I needed 2 of those. And you need a set of 12 for EXC110 clips. These are 12 clips. So what do you get? You get this, I'll show you here, rubber seal, like that. Oh, let's show that end. That. So that the flat edge obviously goes against the door, but there's no holes in it, and the clips look like, I've got some here, you got little packs of clips there. Okay, so they came to, altogether with the postage, came to £19.86. Okay, so how do you go about making holes for the clips? So what I did, I'll take you through it quickly because I've just done one side and it's worked brilliantly. So I'm very pleased with myself. There's not much on the I suppose they presume you have the nous to just work it out. Took me a while. Okay, now I found the best way to do this is you're going to make holes in this. You've got to have to hammer holes into it to accommodate those clips. So the best way, get a little bit of this plywood and thin ply, slide it in to your rubber strip, and I'll do that. And once I've got it on, slide it all the way along, and right, then I'll show you what I've done. Oh yes, come on then, look at that. Slide it on, 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 slide it on. Oh, I've already done one, you see, that's why this is in the way now. But I'll show you. See if you're trying to work it out for yourself. Come off again. Make sure it stays on when you're actually doing the hammering, otherwise you can hammer through to the other side. So now we go back to the door and get yourself a marker. Sharpie you'll probably do, but I've actually got a white marker, which is quite very handy. Courtesy of Temu, I think. Okay, go to your door. So you're going to mark where the holes are. Now this is the way I did it, which I can recommend because it worked for me. There you go. So I'm going down now, see the holes. So you line up along the door and simply put a dot, white dot, where the holes are. I actually put it on the leading edge, to be honest, on the front edge, and then rubbed off. What I did was, I marked the edges, where the holes are, and just mark the tops. Not doing very well here, am I? Where the holes are, and just did little dots on where the holes are. Okay, all the way along. But that was on the front. Wasn't too hard, because once you've done that, that'll give you a guide as to where to put them, where on this side. So you can see now, I've marked this up already, where the dots are in relation to the front dots. Then I rubbed off the front dots with a bit of IMS. What is it? Or tip substitute. Now the thing to do then, I found, is the best thing to do is to get a straight edge and line up the dots. Because obviously you want the clips all to go in line. Next thing you do, get yourself a sharpened screwdriver, or it might be sharp enough already, about the width of the clip. So you got your clip about the width of the clip. Next thing is to make 2 cuts, hammer in, make sure that your rubber is actually on the board itself, and then just tap in a slit there and a slit there, either side of the dot. Only about a couple of mil apart. You can experiment a bit. And then you'll find you'll be able to force in, take this off. Thank you. Then you'll be able to take that off and force one side in. And then I recommend then you use pliers, and you'll be able to push the other side in and manipulate it into the other slot. And that will give you a fixed, can you see that? Where are we? That'll give you a fixed clip into the slots. So you go along, work your way all the way along all the dots, the 10 dots, with the slots, slip the clips in, and then simply put the thing on the door, and Bob's your uncle. You just cut off the excess. These strips are slightly longer than the doors, so you can actually cut off the excess. And one I prepared earlier, just to show you. And there it is, folks. It's well clipped in. When you're actually putting them into the door, best to use long nose pliers just to squeeze the clip together a little bit, and then force it in, and it'll push and clip in nicely. And that's it. So that's my technique, and seems to work. Very pleased, and that's proof. I'll shut the door, and no wind will get in there. Okay, so hopefully that'll be a quieter drive now. Hope that's helpful. Oh, by the way, I've got a great episode coming up. I'm going to change my 2-spoke steering wheel for a banjo. Oh yes, all sorts of issues came up with that, and I can't wait to tell you, but I'm waiting for those things to arrive. Okay, and then we'll have fun.